What's the bottom of the box?
There isn't any.
Okay, that's not.
What
a
does he
box.
mean by my voice is
Wait,
tired?
hold on.
If this is so
Why not
important,
just wait and record it when your voice is not?
What?
he's like, oh, this is the basis of storytelling, and it's like, I'm just hearing about this.
This is really just context. For some reason. I don't know why we need context,
Give
but
his point of view on his criticisms for the story, and it's just I don't know why it's taking an hour. You know,
this is just context for something that doesn't really need context. That's all I got.
Again, like he recorded. He didn't need to record it when his voice was tired. He could have done it another time.
No, he had to get this video out.
At the very least, you had to get all 1 minute and 12 seconds of this part of the video out. 1 hour, 12 minutes. I can't do math.
And that's the gist of what I wanted to
12.
convey with story structure.
1
Because
minute.
with the knowledge of these things, we can get into the
9.
nitty-gritty
1 minute
of One
9.
Piece discussion. I mentioned within my story analysis that the quality of a series is heavily predicated on the execution in 3Ps, and how the author uses those elements within their story. I submit to you, the audience, that there is undeniable evidence of Oda's errors in these categories.
No.
Every cause has
Okay.
an effect.
We gonna get
Every
examples?
end, a beginning. The exaggerated flaws in One Piece that I talked about in my thesis statement didn't all occur at one time, but over a long period of time. One Piece has never been a story without flaws, and that's something I want to make clear. If you look hard enough, you will find imperfections, slip-ups, and questionable writing even during the periods where One Piece was at its best. It's
That moment was so
impossible to
great.
be
that's
perfect.
anything though.
That's literally
Yes,
anything.
it's literally anything.
Even then, well, by proxy, technically, something like that could have no errors or problems. It could, it couldn't, but pretty much everything does. So, also, he's using this moment.
This was such a great moment. It's such a great moment.
Is he
He's-
trying to say
he's-
this as a flaw? Because
He's saying that you could try to find a flaw in otherwise perfect moments.
but he used this clip specifically. So
I think he meant more in this lobby as a whole.
this is
Yes,
only
but
this is only a presumption. We really don't know.
My
anything.
favorite arc.
We really don't know anything
think-
how he feels about One Piece.
So we don't.
And that's the worst part. We don't know what he feels about pre-time skip or post-time skip. We just know he thinks it has
the only thing we know
is foul.
is that he doesn't like whole cake.
That's it.
Well, no.
What do you think about
as a
any
whole,
of the other
You've
parts?
been saying that the post time skip has been a rapid decline of One Piece.
That too.
Let's. I can't even say that because we might even have more than the hero's journey. Maybe up to Luffy's dream, you'll actually start to. Maybe not even that. Maybe up to. Let's see.
Wait. Was that an entire section about Shirahoshi?
Yes.
oh
my
god,
And he has an entire section about Shirahoshi.
Oh
And
no.
on Clay. What does this have to mean?
On Clay and the consequences of Clay. What the fuck?
Let's say up to.
Thank God.
Up to here. At the very most, up to here. Well, I mean, at the very least, up to here is what he's actually going to talk about this. But this is all a presumption. Please talk about the goddamn manga or
Please
anime,
talk
please.
about One Piece. Please say anything
That's
about
part of the
One
reason why
Piece.
people try so hard to find perfection. It's a never-ending quest.
What did that say? I was too busy thinking.
It's a never-ending quest.
Okay.
I thought this video was about the post time skip.
Alright, I guess this says something.
So if there's problems with
Alright.
pre-time skip, then what
We're
about the
actually
post-time
talking
skip?
about the time skip now.
At least he's talking about an issue with the story. Let's just stick with this.
Let's see.
Yeah, you know what? Let's savor the fact that he's saying anything. He might say anything. Who knows?
The power-ups in Ennie's lobby were unwarranted and not properly set up at all.
Well,
Unwarranted,
what?
false.
I mean, you could say that, but not with Luffy. No.
Well, no. Okay, it depends on what you mean by, or what you would count as setup. Like, would you count him going, "Oh, I want to copy Shade as a setup," or does it have to be like before the arc started? Luffy's like, "I need to do this or so that." Which even then you could count as their fight against Aokiji. So never mind. Yeah, false.
Whatever.
I don't get the Sanji one because like it's just him spinning his leg to heat it up.
There is a moment
Like,
in the
is
sea
that
train.
real?
There is a moment in the sea train where the noodle guy, I forget his name, the CP5 guy, he like
Watsume?
he-
I think
it's like
He used
Juan,
swords.
whatever. He like strikes his foot against his skate against the ground and catches his leg on fire, and then Sanji looks down and gets like a interested look at what he's doing. So that's something you can get if you look hard enough. It's a setup, but it's not out there at all, like up in the forefront of anything. It's a very easily skippable moment.
Also, oh, sorry. Continue.
I was gonna say.
I
I
was
was
just
gonna
gonna
say
say
the
that's
only.
the only moment we get to see him using blades against the noodle guy because he was fighting someone with food.
Yeah, that's a
Uh,
nice detail.
I was gonna say the only one that isn't set up is Zoro using Ashura, but we don't even know if that was a power up or if that's just a skill.
You mean you always had that on
Or
his back
just like,
pockets?
uh,
Why wouldn't he use
or
that?
it just could be an intimidation factor.
It's not like Zoro was losing and he was like, I got to use Ashura and like
Yeah,
use
he just
9
got
swords
really mad
against
when
him.
Cobb and he was like, "All right, fuck you," and he pulled out Ashura.
Yeah. So
Also,
Also,
okay, on the
Bandicam.
yeah, all in the part with about Sanji's power up. You can also put the part when he tried to stop Bluno taking away Robin on the sea train, where he did a kick and it did little to nothing on Bluno, but when he did a spinning kick, it actually had some effect. So you could relay that spinning.
Then wanting to get past Iron Body. Somehow.
Spinning, that's a good trick.
Yeah, and him wanting to get past Iron Body somehow because that was like this. That was the main thing about Blue Nova. He couldn't do anything about. He couldn't hit Blue Nova because of the Iron Body. So he's like, I gotta figure out a way around this. This is their main thing against me because I'm blunt damage. So what do I do? I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick. Yeah, like you said. So yeah.
Just a neat point you could look at. Oh, Meme Spice something like you could say Zoro beating Mr. One is something like that's a lead up to Ashura.
Hearing the voice of all things to cut him.
Maybe I don't think so. No, he's just trying to cut metal. How is cutting metal and then ascending to godhood similar?
Yeah, the Mr. One moment's more of a setup for hockey, really, than anything, or something that could. Well, you know, we don't know. We don't know unless Oda said.
It could have been set up for hockey. It could have been set up for some form of hockey that he's very untrained hockey.
Could have been a sword technique we don't know about. You know, it could have been whatever he wanted it to be, but it really kind of ended up being hockey at the end of the day. Because I don't know what else it would be. Now, with the context we have now.
I'm just checking the A-List Exists chat, seeing what they said. Alright.
The power scaling with the Marineford is one of the most broken things in the entire series, considering how much Oda forcibly held characters back just so he could save them for later, even though this is at odds with the characters' motivations.
What does that mean? Also, no.
Kizaru didn't
Wait, what?
immediately like light speed go around to one shot everybody because, and why? Because why wouldn't he do that? And
Not to mention,
He's lazy.
most of the characters
Not lazy.
shown in the arc are, at the very least, confirmed to be stronger than the Straw Hats. So, I can't say.
Warranted and not properly set up.
Let's just hear.
Oh.
Yeah, we got Kizaru and Aokiji as a memento. So, no? But let's rehear what he said.
The power scaling within Marineford is one of the most broken things in the entire series, considering how much Oda forcibly held characters back just so he could save them for later, even though this is at odds with the characters' motivations.
He was trying.
Pause.
They were trying
Who
to
was
execute
held-
Ace
who
in the
held
time.
back?
Wait. Isn't it that Akainu is the only one who would like forcibly try to kill every single thing that he can?
Technically, anything that obstructs his version of justice.
Yeah, and Aokiji's
Yeah,
lazy
it's like
justice.
the Marines are following his orders. He's not going to burn them alive for it.
Yes. Plus, they were trying to keep Ace safe until the actual date of the execution. So, it was literally a race against the clock.
They had to be very.
But no,
punctual.
I think what he's trying to say is like, why didn't the admirals just immediately kill all the pirates? Why didn't Whitebeard just do something he could have, like, bring down Marineford immediately, something like that? Like, it's like, why didn't Aokiji just freeze all the pirates? Why didn't Kizaru just go zipping around and like just kicking everyone to death instantly because he's light speed, stuff like that. Which you need a story? I don't know.
Marines there.
They have Whitebeard.
Yeah,
Did they not know
Last I
what
checked,
Whitebeard can do? Plus,
also, last I checked, I don't believe Aokiji can selectively ice. He's into icing an entire area. I don't believe he can selectively choose what areas not to ice, or at least we haven't seen him do that.
the biggest thing Aokiji did was freeze up the tsunami Whitebeard made. Kizaru, well, like the clip showed, was trying to one-shot Whitebeard, but, Marco came in the way, and then I said Aikinu, but you know what I meant. Aikinu was doing his magma fish shower, great erupt. I forget the move was called, but was
Yeah, like Great
pelting-
Eruption is what. Yeah.
great eruption to the the pirates on the ice field. So they were doing the best that they could.
There was a plan. Also, there was a plan Sengoku had in place, so they couldn't really go too off script because it would mess up with Sengoku's plan they already had to deal with the pirates. So they were following a plan. But just going crazy really would possibly harm the plan.
So this is just blatantly wrong. 100%.
Yes.
100%. This is at best a nitpick, and we all know what he feels about
So he
nitpicks.
could
I
save them
think.
for later, even though this is at odds with the characters' motivations.